Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys another week of the APA Little Cup League. The St. Louis Cranidos are taking on the Winnipeg Blue Squirtles and coach Just Kurt in an epic Week 4 showdown. Now we are sitting at 1 win and 2 losses. Picked up a nice win last week. Go check it out. Otherwise, my opponent is sitting at 0-3, but he's taken on some tough opponents so far. So, you know, anything can happen here in the Little Cup League. We're going to break down our team right now on this video. I'll save you guys from a team builder this week. But of course, show some love, man. Hit that like button down below and definitely be sure to subscribe if you guys are new. Quick question today is, what is your favorite draft league format to watch? I've been mixing it up, man. We got the Little Cup, we got the Tier 3 and below league and playoffs, which should have already gone up today or will be up later today. You've got the standard leagues. I've never done an Ubers league, but they exist. Let me know what you think right there. Let's talk about our team, though. We're going to kick things off here. Well, actually, let's talk about his team. I always jump so fast. He's got a Froakie. He's got a Gothita, which can trap you, Tyrunt, Shelmet, ALOLA and Meowth, Skiddo, Swablu, Pichu, Tentacool, and Lillipup, okay? So, big threats there. You can see the 6 on the screen that I think he's going to bring. Shelmet may be a bring. I don't expect to see Skiddo. I don't think Pichu's very good against me. I don't think Lillipup's going to do that much. So, I pretty think that he's going to bring these 6. I mean, again, I could see Shelmet maybe over Skiddo, but I think he's going to want Skiddo because of things like, you know, my Omanite. So, got to keep that in mind. So, anyway, now we'll talk about the team. Mienfoo, Pyapa Berry. I can take a Psychic move with this bad boy, and then it activates my Acrobatics. I'm going to be hitting really hard with Acrobatics. Drain Punch, Knock Off, Bulk Up. Gothita can trap you, which is kind of annoying. Obviously, I could U-turn, but either way, I got the Pyapa Berry, so I can secretly tech that Gothita, because I feel like he's going to be Choice Scarf Gothita. I think that's my guess. So he tries to trap me with that thing, and then hit me with a Psychic. I just whack it with a Knock Off. I'm faster, and then I can Acrobatics. I can Bulk Up. I can do all sorts of cool things. So kind of a funky set this week. This league forces you to kind of use different items and stuff, because you only have 2 Eviolite users, and I wanted 2 other Pokemon to be Eviolite. Again, I felt like he was going to be Scarf, so I didn't really want to run Scarf myself, and I kind of like the ability to mix up my moves. We obviously can hit things like the Meowth really hard. We hit the Tyrunt really hard with Drain Punch. We resist his Rock type moves. So that's pretty cool as well. And we are faster than Tyrunt before a Dragon Dance, which is nice to know. We've got our Mudbray here. Our Mudbray's got Berry Juice, which is pretty normal. Stealth Rock, Toxic, Rock Slide, Earthquake. Stealth Rocks are very important in this match. I got to get those rocks up because Tyrunt's one of its main strategy is Berry Juice Sturdy. So it has Sturdy, it activates the Berry Juice, gets backed up to full. You basically got to knock it out twice. And Stealth Rocks are very important for some of my calculations. So getting up the Stealth Rocks early game is very, very important. Gonna be difficult to do though, because I got to do it against something like a Froakie. I got to, you know, he's got a lot of things that are good against Mudbray. So I got to time that out perfectly to try to get that set up. I've got our Pepe here, which has Pursuit, Sucker Punch, Defog, Sludge Bomb. Very nice, obviously, for Gothita. I can Pursuit that thing. I can put in some work. Sludge Bomb's there for Skiddo. Otherwise, we got the Sucker Punch. I can remove hazards. If he brings Shelmet and tries to Spike Stack me, I can remove those hazards and kind of deal with that. I've got our Deuce here. Doduo coming back with the Brave Bird Return, Knock Off, and Jump Kick with the Choice Scarf. We're going to outspeed everything except for a Choice Scarf Meowth. I don't think he's going to bring that. Otherwise, we outspeed everything or Speed Tie with a couple things. Jump Kick after rocks will knock out the Tyrunt, and that's why getting that little bit of damage on Tyrunt is so important, because otherwise I have to knock him out twice because of the Berry Juice, so we got to work around that. I've got the homie Life is Good, baby, with the Elgyem, Calm Mind, Side Shock, Recover, and Signal Beam with the Bold Eviolite, pretty much max HP, max defense. Hopefully I can set up some Calm Minds, and then he really has a hard time knocking me out. Signal Beam and Side Shock just do a ton of damage, especially since we get Analytic boosted. And then last but not least is the Lord Helix, who swept last week and saved us from an embarrassing 0-3 start. Shell Smash, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Surf. Pretty standard stuff. Again, those Stealth Rocks are going to be critical for a couple damage rolls we need. I should be able to set up a Shell Smash against a number of different things, including potentially the Tentacool, maybe even like the Froakie, or the, you know, it depends on what he's going to bring. You know, because we are Eviolite, I got to save my Eviolite for this, and Elgyem should be able to do that. So hopefully that'll work out. But either way, let's get connected with him. Let's make it happen. Let's find out who's going to win. Let's have a fun battle. Show some love. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, we are connected here. Let's find out exactly which 6 Pokemon he's going to be bringing for this epic Little Cup showdown here. We'll see how it goes, man. Like I said, I have a rough game plan this week. I think we got some cool ideas, so we'll see how it all kind of works out. But he's going to pretty much bring a lot of what I expected, just no Meowth, which is actually really cool. So we'll see Shelmet instead. Fine by me. Shelmet's really good at setting hazards. That's one thing like to keep in mind. But Shelmet, Skiddo, Tentacool, Gothita, Froakie, Tyrunt. Okay, everything looks good to me. I'm actually kind of glad in some ways that he didn't bring the, you know, the Meowth. I think that thing's really annoying. So I'm kind of leaning towards leading Mienfoo, because Mienfoo can really take a hit from anything, fire off a knockoff, do pretty well there. If for some reason he leads Gothita and tries to trap me, like, I can immediately eliminate that as a threat. And I do still have my Stunky, which can deal with the Gothita as well. Again, getting up Stealth Rock is going to be super clutch to try to get rid of that Tyrunt, but he does have the ability to Rapid Spin, so we'll keep that in mind. But I do think Mienfu is really good here, and actually, kind of looking at the team further, I do think we have some really good opportunities to potentially win with Elgyem, especially if I'm able to set up a Calm Mind or two. I think he's gonna have a really hard time dealing with that. So, and I should be able to set it up against like Tentacool, you know, things like that. We do have to be very careful of bulk up Skidoo. That's something that we have to be super aware of, is the fact that bulk up Skidoo is very, very difficult for me to deal with. So Stunky is going to be very pressured in this match, dealing with the bulk up Skidoo. It potentially could be dealing with the Gothita, obviously, as a way to trap that. And I also needed Sucker Punch as a way to kind of deal with Tyrunt if Tyrunt sets up a Dragon Dance. But, you know, the big thing is, like I said, I just need that a little bit of damage on that Tyrunt, because, again, my Doduo can beat the Tyrunt. You know, especially if you know, I'm able to get a jump kick off, because jump kick does knock him out after stealth proc. So, you know, a couple things to note there, as I mentioned. Just, it's really important for me to try to get these hazards up. But let's live with the Mienfu here. I think it's really solid to just be able to click knockoff against something, and it seems like he may be trying to lead with some sort of a hazard setter. So, we're gonna see Gurmit, which is gonna be what, it's the Froakie, okay. Now I don't really know much about Froakie, to be honest. You know, like, I know it obviously has protein. I know it obviously can hit pretty hard. I don't foresee him being able to knock me out in one hit with anything. If he's 252 max special attack, modest with a life orb, I think I still live. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I should be able to live. The roll looks like it's 15 out of 16 in my favor. So I think I just go for the knockoff here, get rid of whatever item he has. I can obviously switch out on the following turn. I'm going to be doing at least half to him with a knockoff, so I'm just going to go for the knockoff here on the first turn. If he has Choice Scarf, he may just switch out, go for a U-turn into Gothita, something like that. But I should be able to take any hit from this thing. Unless he hits me with something super effectively, but I'm not, like, super... I mean, I've already picked knockoff. I think that's just my best play. But I don't really know what he can do super effectively. Like, he could set up T-Spikes, you know, but I mean, I have Stunky, so I don't think that makes sense. He could have Acrobatics with no item, I guess would be the other option. But I have a hard time feeling like he's going to bring that. He's obviously got to be super scared of me being Choice Scarf. And the other thing is, if he's... Let's see here. Are we speed tie? No, he will be faster than me if he runs max speed Jolly. So that's something to know. He can't be modest, and otherwise it could be a speed tie. So he's going to switch. I get a knockoff off on whatever. It's going to be Borndin, which is going to be the Tentacool. That's phenomenal. I get a huge knockoff on the Tentacool. Get rid of its potential Eviolite. It actually doesn't have an item, which leads me to believe that it was probably going to be some sort of Z move. Okay. So very interesting. He doesn't have an item, so he's probably a Z move. What do I want to do here then? I feel like he either goes for knockoff or he goes for Scold. Right? I don't want to stay in. I mean, what am I going to do? I can knock off again and just try to get damage off. It's really not going to do much to him. I'm really surprised. What set is he running that just didn't do anything, dude? He just doesn't have an item. It's got to be Z move. My best way to hit him is knockoff. That is the strongest attack that I have, but like, do I want to lose an item on something else right now? Probably not. I mean, I could go Epona here. He's gonna be faster than me though. That's the problem. I could also go Deuce and threaten him with, like, you know, return and stuff. He doesn't really have a good return switch in. It's not a bad option. I could also just see what he wants to do and just go for a knockoff again. I think I want to see what he wants to do and go for a knockoff one more time, because I'm really, like, conflicted on how to go about this Tentacool. I'm very surprised. That's going to knock him below half. He's just going to go for Scald. Obviously, I run the risk of being burned here. No burn. Thank you. Okay. I can definitely switch out now. I think my play is to go into little Elgyem now. Let's go straight into Elgyem here. Elgyem pressures him, and it allows me to set up a Calm Mind, which is really, really good against his team. His best way to deal with that would be the Shelmet, I think. Actually, Elgyem just looks really, really good against him. Especially if I can get in and pressure him. Of course, he may try to trap me with the Gothita, but I think we just go LG here and see what he wants to do. He probably just Scolds again. He's going to bust out the Z move, so he's probably got Acid Downpour. What is that? No, it's Twinkle Tackle. Ah. Twinkle Tackle, okay. So that means he has Dazzling Gleam. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so it's a good thing that I switched. I should be able to take this. I mean, it's a Tentacool, so I, like, can't imagine it's gonna, like, do that much. Yeah, it does so little, dude. So little. And now he's obviously got to be worried about me going for a side shock here. So I can do one of two things. I can Calm Mind. Or I can switch out, predicting a potential knockoff. Which might not be a terrible option. I don't want to lose my item yet. I want to pressure him. I want to go for the Calm Mind here. If Gothita comes in, I can beat that thing. I really want to Calm Mind here. He's got to have knockoff, dude. But realistically, Tentacle's not doing anything to me. I'm going to go for the Calm Mind. He either lets Tentacle go down right now, or he swaps it, and then I get the Calm Mind, and then I can pressure something. So, and that'll allow me to take on the Shelmet anyway. Because I'll be +1 special defense. Okay, so very interesting, very interesting. He's sitting at about 45%, let's say. We saw Dazzling Gleam, we saw that. Elgyem is sitting at +1. Just destroys so much of his team, dude. Shelmet, Leech Life. Leech Life would be the preferred option. I guess he could run Bug Buzz, but I do live, so. Shelmet's so bulky though. Shelmet is so bulky, dude. All right, yeah, but I can recover up on it. Shelmet's really slow, so if he goes Shelmet, I can recover on it. I could live a hit. I can recover. I should be faster. I could continue to Calm Mind stall him unless he has Toxic. So that's really solid. It's just a matter of, does he predict the Side Shock here? Like, Tentacle is really fast, so he's definitely going to be faster than me. I feel like he could go for a knockoff. He's going to go for Scald. Dude, that is fine. That is fine. That is going to do very little. I mean, a burn would be really devastating, but I am going to get the Calm Mind off here. I should be able to live a Scald, too. If he goes for knockoff, he may be able to knock me out. But the thing is, Tentacle has a really, really low attack stat. So I can't imagine knockoff is going to do a crazy amount. It's going to be close. I think I do live, though. I'm going to go for the recover here. A burn would be really annoying, but getting to... I mean, I can potentially... I get back to full here, so... Oh, I wouldn't get full, but I would get close. He may not even have knockoff. He's probably got Rapid Spin. And he might have a poison move. I hope he just swaps here. Because now I'm +1 special defense, so his Scalds are going to do very, very little. I didn't have the Calm Mind before, so now I have it. So now his Scald does way, way less. I want him to just swap here. Best case scenario is he just swaps. Honestly. Go into... I don't know. Whatever you want. I don't even care if Gothita comes in, because I have Signal Beam. I wonder if he thinks that he can wall me with Gothita. That'll be interesting. Either way, though, like, weakening this thing was really solid to start, and that was crazy. We burned his Z move right away, which is a huge win, because I would have lost my Mienfoo there, and I think Mienfoo's still really solid in this match, just being able to click knockoff against things. And it obviously scared his Froakie out. And all he saw was knockoff from me. So, I don't remember, though. He's going to Scald again. I'm kind of playing the risk of no burn, but that only did 4 damage, dude. That did 4. I can recover stall. And that puts me at 19, so I can recover again. I don't even care if he burns. He burns, it does like 1 HP. So I just recover again. Because he obviously doesn't want to switch out, dude. He obviously does not want to switch out. He's like very concerned about taking damage from Elgyem. And like rightfully so, this thing's like a monster, dude. Yo, it's so cool in Little Cup though, seeing little things like Elgyem, dude. Like, you never see BM at all. And like, Elgyem's been legit, dude. He like set up on, who was it, Envy? Week 2. And had I made one like better play with the Fire Spin Ponyta, I probably would have beaten Envy. Like, probably would have swept him. You know? So, like, had I just clicked recover on his attack, I would have probably won. And here it is in a situation, like, we're only 6 turns into the game. Elgyem's looking super fierce at +1/+1, and his Tentacle is just a sitting duck right now for me to set up. Obviously, he's got things like Tyrant, which can break me and do a lot of damage to me, but if I can even just pop the Berry Juice to give myself a chance to beat it, you know, later in the game with Doduo or whatever, or even Mudbray, like, that's going to be big too. You know, and ultimately, like, I think, you know, now that Tentacle's weakened, I think, like, Omanite can really put in a lot of work. Now he switches. I'm going to get to full. He probably goes either Goes into Sebastian, which is going to be the Skidoo. I have Signal Beam. I'm sitting at +1. I don't know what this thing does to me aside from take a Signal Beam to the face. So, we're going to find out right now. Signal Beam does one-shot him if he's not Eviolite. I don't know what he does to me. I'm just going to Signal Beam. I don't want to like set up a bunch right now. I want to find out what he's going to do. He's going to Toxic. He misses the Toxic, which is huge. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Signal Beam. Okay, so he's definitely Eviolite, or he's got a lot of bulk. But that was huge. Signal Beam hits everything really well here. I don't think there's any reason to predict. Psyshock should knock him out though. Just based on where he's at. Psyshock should knock him out. Eviolite max defense, I don't think he lives. Let me just double check. Psyshock should knock him out. I'll just Psyshock. Misses a Toxic there. It was big. That was a big miss. That was a big miss. So I feel like he probably just goes for Toxic again. One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to get greedy. He's going to go for it again. He misses again. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so sorry. He needs some glasses on his Skidoo. Kills Skidoo with Psyshock. Wow. I feel really bad, dude. That's terrible. Missing a 90% accurate move twice in a row. I mean, I've been there. I have been there. LGM is dodging, though. Using those super space powers right there to straight up dodge 2 Toxics, man. From a Skidoo. A Skiddo, whatever. Wild. That puts us in a commanding position. Now, granted, Toxic in Little Cup doesn't do the same thing as it normally does. It takes a long time to rack up. It's not nearly as effective as just regular poison. Because of the way the HP is. So like I would legitimately still be sitting at like 20 health right now. Like it's not like it would have completely, but it would have slowed me down. Like it would have forced me to only last, you know, I probably would have only had one more turn here. So here comes this little dude here, Tyrant. This is the biggest threat on his team. For me, in my opinion. Psyshock does knock him down to his Berry Juice. I can activate his Berry Juice. Seems to be my best play is just go after him, hit him with the Psyshock. Let's just go for it. He's gonna go for Earthquake. I'm surprised that he went for Earthquake. That's not gonna do a lot to me at all unless he's Life Orb. That's like I can stall that damage off. I'm really surprised he went for that. We're gonna pop him into his Berry Juice though, which is really nice. Yep. Okay. He actually didn't have Berry Juice. Very surprised. I'm just gonna recover. See what he wants to do. No Berry Juice. So what's your item then? If you're gonna Earthquake against me, because Outrage is a 2-shot on me. Yeah, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. I mean, I just recovered. If Earthquake's his play, I don't know why he would Earthquake there. Like, Dragon Claw does more. Stone Edge does more unless he's afraid he's gonna miss. I don't know if it actually gets Dragon Claw. It gets Outrage though. Like Outrage is a standard set, it seems. So maybe he just felt like Earthquake was gonna do the best. You know, he could be Scarfed and doesn't want to get locked in a Dragon Claw. Like, I don't actually doesn't make sense. Like, Dragon Claw would be the best against my team. I mean, either way, Dragon Claw doesn't do that much. Like, the thing with Tyrant is it needs to set up. So I'm just gonna recover. That's wild that he doesn't have Berry Juice. Like, standard Tyrant runs Berry Juice because it gets knocked down to sturdy and then it gets all of its health back. Pretty much, and then it like lives for, it basically has another life. It's got like 2 lives. Onyx, Geodude, they all do that same strategy. He's gonna switch, so I'm just gonna heal right back up. He goes into Wavy, which is gonna be the Shelmet. Okay, so he's gonna try out the Shelmet strategy here, and I'm just back at full. So Shelmet, my best bet is to Psyshock it. Actually, my best bet is to probably Calm Mind. I'm gonna Calm Mind. But I've weakened that thing down to like 5%, dude. So let's see what he does. I'm faster. And we saw EQ. Okay. I mean, he either Bug Buzzes or Leech Lives. He Bug Buzzes. So the Calm Mind was the right play. That does 8. Okay, it does 8. I'm gonna Psyshock here. That does 8. So that's a pretty strong Shelmet then, I think. Or I get a high roll, I don't know. So I'm sitting at +2 now, dude. So like that's a good amount. Well, let's say he's bold instead of impish with Bug Buzz. Leaf Slave is typically preferred. Yeah, it does 32 to 48. It's so funny how Little Cup rolls do. Actually, that's so weird. No, Bug Buzz. Oh, so the roll is 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. It's 15 out of 16 times. It does 8 HP. If I go +3, how much does it do? Goes down to 6. It does 2 HP less. If I go to +6. Okay. I actually forgot what I went for. Side shock? I got side shock. Yeah, because he can't knock me out with 2, so I just recovered. I think like Elgyem is in such a prime position to just win this game, dude. Which is wild. I mean, he missed 2 toxics. I think that's huge, you know? They should do about half. Yeah, that did a lot. What is he? He's eject button. What? Okay. And he goes into Tyron here, so he's gonna try to knock me out with Tyron Outrage, but I should be able to live and just recover. He goes for Outrage, should do about half. Shouldn't knock me out. Yeah. And I get up to full. And I realistically could just recover stall, which is what I'm going to do. I don't get to full, but I keep thinking that I'm gonna get to full. I'll just recover again. He's gonna get confused, and then he's gonna have to hit me through confusion. There's no reason for me to play this any other way. And if he crits me, he crits me. I put him in a situation where he's like on the back foot. Like Doduo comes in and just like wins with Brave Bird or return. And he's still not confused. I'm just gonna recover again. I have no reason to do anything else, man. I hate to be like feeling like I'm stalling him out, but there's no reason for me to do anything else. Like, he got so unlucky missing those toxics, dude. Really, is what it came down to. I think I just let him hit himself. Like, I don't see any reason not to. He's gonna hit himself eventually. I'm just gonna recover again. Like, I want LGM with the sweep, dude. Life is good. That stinks he missed those 2 toxics, though. Like I said, he hits the toxic. I'm still in a really commanding position. You know, I probably would have had 2 kills with LGM. I would have killed this thing probably instead of, you know, recover stalling it earlier. And then I would eventually die to toxic. Or whatever it might have been. Either way, you know. Wonder if he's scarfed. He's gonna switch. That's fine. Stand at full now. Here comes Wavy. But I'm fast in this thing, so we just go for the side shock here. Yo, I love LGM, man. I've been having so much fun with this thing. Calm mind. It's like really like running the same strategy as running Reuniclus, basically, that I've been doing in WBE. A little bit different though. It hits a little harder because the analytic. And it obviously doesn't have Magic Guard. So analytic kind of like makes up for the life orb, I guess. But LG kills Shelmet with Side Shock. Yeah, I don't know how he beats this, dude. I don't know how he beats me. You know, I don't know if he can. I think LGM might be good. Here comes Jacob, which is the Tyrant. Obviously, I can continue to just recover stall him here. I'm just gonna Side Shock though. I'm gonna Side Shock. That's fine. I mean, I'm staying at half, so you know, I got rid of 3 Pokemon here. You know, I mean, obviously, I could continue to recover, let him get confused, but I'm not gonna do that at this point in the match. Now that I've gotten rid of 3 Pokemon, he's got a weakened Tentacool. Here comes the Froakie. I think this thing is Dark Pulse. I'm gonna recover against this though, because I am +2 special defense. I'm gonna get flinched right now. I'm just gonna call it. He's due for some luck, so I'm gonna get flinched. He's gonna Dark Pulse flinch me. He's gonna Ice Beam me, so he's gonna freeze me then. He's gonna freeze me. I think I'm gonna be frozen here. Nah, alright. I get my recover up then. Okay. And I'm sitting at, you know, almost full here. I'm gonna... What do? I guess I just Side Shock then, right? Yeah, I'll just Side Shock. Again, I could recover again and be sitting at full after this Ice Beam. But, you know, I'll just say whatever. I'll go for the Side Shot. This should knock him out unless he's sashed. He is sashed. Okay. So now he's got no item. I'm surprised he switched out in the first turn then. He goes for Acrobatics. He's got no item. This actually may knock me out. This is a pretty sick play. Nah, dude, we're so bulky. Oh my gosh, dude. So he had the acrobatics for my Mienfu. So yeah, he could have predicted, dude. He could have definitely predicted. Alright, sure cover one more time then. He has the acrobatics. It's gonna be like 7 HP, 8 HP. Yeah. And that's gonna put us at full. Nice side shock again. I'll probably signal beam actually just to ensure the kill in case he goes Gothita, but I don't think he would. So I'll signal beam. Sorry, man. Dude, this has just been... signal beam. Dude, I've been on the other end of these kind of battles, and they're brutal, dude. They're brutal. So I feel for Kurt. I really do. He obviously missed those toxics, dude. I mean, that's the game. It stinks. I feel bad. Like, I do. But I'm going to do what I got to do to win at the same time, you know? All right, here comes the Gothita finally. We're just going to catch a signal beam to the face here. I'm surprised he didn't have, like, Trick Scarf on this thing or something. To be honest, I wouldn't have been surprised. But this thing obviously gets blown back. He's blown back. He's got the Thunderbolt. Shouldn't do much at all. 3 damage. He gets the para, though. Does get the para. And I signal beam, that's going to knock him out. And then it just comes down to Tentacool. I don't think he's going to live this. I mean, he could be EV late and live, but no. Okay. Kills Gothita with signal beam. And then that's it. Tentacool comes in, dude. And Elgyem's going to kill it. So that's it, man. Dude, that's it. Put it in the books, man. I mean, I could get paralyzed a bunch here. I mean, that's the only thing. Like, obviously. And if that happens, so be it. I switch out. He's going to just go for the Ravispin, dude. He knows it's over. He knows it's over. GG's, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry about the hacks there, Kurt, if you end up watching this, man. But, guys, show him some love. Go to the description below. Go to his channel and drop him a like on his video, please. Show him some love, man. He's obviously probably pretty frustrated about that because that was tough. That was a tough one, man. I'll take the win, though. I'll take the 6-0. Elgyem puts in the work. Life is good. For me, anyway. Thanks, Kurt, for the game. Sorry again. I hope you guys enjoyed. Nevertheless, Little Cup will be back next weekend. Lots of battles this weekend. WBE went up yesterday against Shady Penguin. Go check that out. And, of course, the playoff match against 6-Foot Hacks and the Durham Druddigons 4P4G Tier 3 and below is up today. I don't know if it's before or after, but it's going to be up today. So keep an eye out. Show the love on all the videos. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one. And be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.